back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. I just want to take a moment, of course, to say thank you and hello to all of my beautiful returning subscribers for your presence, for your friendship here, and for all your beautiful comments as well. Be sure to keep dropping them and be sure to hit your notification bell because I will be notifying the winner of this week's free tarot reading. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to drop your comment as well. Hit your notification bell, your like button. Drop a comment under any of my videos this month for your chance to win a free video tarot reading from me. And that's open to all of my subscribers, so be sure to do that. If you're here for the very first time, however, I do pick a card readings on this channel. So pull up and get cozy. We're going to have a chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. For today's pick a card topic, it's actually a suggestion from my last poll. Somebody left a suggestion in the comment section. And I want to thank that subscriber for leaving this suggestion in the comment section because today's topic is all about a current connection that you're a part of. So something that you're already invested in and that you're actually, perhaps you're dating this person or you guys have been seeing each other for a while. Maybe it's casual. How do they feel and where is this connection going? So a current connection that you're a part of. We have 3 piles to choose from today. We're using the wisdom of the doors today. We have this red flower for pile number 1 and this big open doorway. The white flower for pile number 2 with this grassy sort of almost hidden doorway. And the pink flower for pile 3 and the blue door. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from spirit, and my timestamps are below in the comment or in the description box. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, we're talking about current connections today. How are they feeling about you and where is this connection going? Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the beautiful red flower or to this big open doorway, and this is your reading. The current connection that you're invested in, that you're a part of. How do they feel about you in the current state of this connection, and where is this connection going? The message on this card says, draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs, find us in the wild good night. Now the draw down the moon card is really speaking about our insecurity about what the unknown holds. So maybe you feel really kind of emotionally invested already in this connection a little bit, and you're just afraid of where it's headed, or afraid of where this path leads. And so our encouragement with this card is to kind of bring all of our fears to the surface, to kind of face them head on ultimately. It does talk about listening to our intuition as well to drive us forward in this connection too. So let's start with this person's current feelings for you. How do they currently feel about you and this connection that you guys are invested in? And then we're going to look at where is this connection going. So how do they currently feel for pile number 1 at this time? We have the 6 of Wands. Now the 6 of Wands, it's driven by this horse energy even in this card, and there's an aspect of confidence here, an aspect of someone who is appearing very confident, or they feel confident about the direction that you guys are going in. You have the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, there's something so different about you. I think about the flamingo, and it is a symbol of embracing this in-between period where the two of you are spending time together, perhaps. It's connected to the 9 of Pentacles, which means that they find you incredibly physically attractive, and they're really sort of attached or attracted to you in the physical sense very strongly. But I instantly, for some reason, Spirit brought me to the flamingo and how it hatches its eggs, and it actually will hatch its eggs in a salt plain, which is very hot, and so there's thirst associated with how they feel about you. But it's almost like the physical aspects of your relationship purify in some way. It's like I get so much out of that relationship, out of the physical connection that we have. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and the truth is that they are enjoying their time with you. This person is having fun. They're enjoying their time with you. They enjoy the physical connection, and they're just having fun in this. It's almost like they don't want to necessarily throw too much pressure on the future of the opportunity, because the 7 of Pentacles is this aspect of perhaps them feeling a growing impatience from the divine feminine to solidify or to kind of define what this connection is. We have here the 10 of Swords on the back of the deck. We have the Heart of Pentacles, the Heart of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. And so there does feel to be some expectations being placed upon the connection in the present that your person is feeling about what you expect to happen, especially in the time frame that you expect it to happen. because sometimes the Seven of Pentacles is called the impatience card, and sometimes it really highlights how we're impatient for things to move forward. We're in this in between and we're uncertain about what's happening, but it's like, and this person, I don't feel like they're as concerned as the Divine Feminine is, to be honest. Now, we could be dealing with two Divine Feminines, so please take that as it resonates to your situation. But there's a rat in the room, and it's not your person and it's not you, it's the ego. The ego is fueling expectations towards security and foundations with the Divine Feminine, and that's something that Spirit wants us to eradicate. They don't want us to throw expectations, especially negative expectations, at the future here. How does this person currently feel, please? The Three of Pentacles. The truth is, it's almost like you're worrying needlessly, because there's an aspect of them being drawn to you like a flame. Like a moth to a flame, they're drawn to you. And Spirit wants to embolden you or kind of give you the gift of that realization or of that revelation about what an influence you have on this person, because just because they're not talking about change right now doesn't mean they're not thinking about it. Doesn't mean that you're not influencing that aspect of the future. Because they definitely see you as someone that is worth investing with. They see you as an upgrade. I just saw the Leo energy. They see you as an upgrade in life already in the present. But they're talking about seeds being planted for more, and how we're sort of on a pause point in this journey before we move into commitment phases or we move into more. And so I'm really feeling a really strong sense of insecurity coming in from the Divine Feminine, despite the fact that there's so many good things about this connection. And it almost feels like that's the reason why you're feeling insecure, because like I really like this person. I'm really starting to feel like this could be the person for me that we could start to build together. And Spirit says that this person feels that way too. They feel like this is like a really good opportunity that they want to hold on to. But there's also an aspect of not really being ready for the full-fledged of community energies, not really completely ready for the commitment phase yet. And that could be something that you really want in this moment. But I hear patience is a virtue. Spirit just said patience is a virtue. And my grandma used to say, patience is a virtue seldom seen in women and never seen in men. We have the Death energy. We have the Four of Cups. Now, the truth is that what's interesting about the future of this connection is that when we combine my clarifying agent to the Five of Cups, it's the Nine of Cups, which is about holding a lot of hope and wishes for the future of this connection. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, and there's the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Cups. And so when it comes to feelings, because that's what we're dealing with first in this first leak of your reading, this person feels very connected to you. They feel like there's a lot that can be had in the future as well, but they definitely are feeling a little bit of the pressure coming in from the Divine Feminine about expectations not being met yet. And so Spirit is really speaking about sort of needless insecurities sitting on our shoulders with the Five of Cups, ultimately, because they say that with this investment, if we continue to invest in a patient way, we could ultimately end up having the desires of our heart. How does this person feel in this current connection? We have here, let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. And there is a definite reference to timing here. It's like trust the wave that we're coming in on. We do have spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. And we have synchronicity. I love that because you have the Wheel of Fortune as your back of deck as well, with the Ten of Swords. And although the Ten of Swords can feel like a very limiting energy here, it's connected to the ego-driven desires of the Divine Feminine. So it's really talking about us limiting our expectations so that we enjoy this moment fully. So that we're not flooding our expectations at another person, and then when they don't match those expectations, we get thrust into sort of a despair energy. It's about us focusing on the journey and the spark between the two of you, ultimately. Because there's something very unique about your connection. Maybe you guys have like the same sign, or it's like there's something similar about the two of you, which does highlight similar soul path energies as well. And even almost twin flame energy coming in as well. And I feel like you feel that instant connection with this person, and this person feels that instant connection with you too. There's a little bit of a fear of the unknown, of taking it too fast or taking things too fast. We have here chaos, number 42, the storm spirit. And I heard addicted to chaos. And there's an aspect of someone in this connection perhaps really used to things being frustrating, or it's like there's an aspect of like not feeling comfortable unless I have like a solid information or a solid plan in front of me. We also have healing energy, number 4, and we have trust. And there is definitely an aspect of trust here. You can see even with your card, it says, draw down the moon, the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight. Find us in the wilds, good night. And it's this beautiful doorway to more, but you can see the moon right in the distance here. It's waning a little bit, about facing the unknown. And part of the unknown here that we're facing is actually our emotional state of worry, when we feel like we're not feeling solid, or we're not feeling like we're in a commitment. And the Divine Feminine definitely wants a commitment in this connection. Let's get some message cards though and see what sort of thoughts this person is having about you in this connection. How do they currently feel? And then we're going to look at the future and where is this headed. So how do they currently feel, please? It says here, I'm not hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. I feel like that might be a typo though. It's like I'm hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. And I don't feel the sense of hiding energy here. This whole twin flame stuff though really scares me. And I feel like this person is very confident about where it could go, but sometimes their confidence wanes when they feel the weight of expectations falling upon them. Now the Bear Spirit is asking us to sort of stand our ground and hold on to our position here, because this could be a pathway that leads us to a lot of emotional healing where we're not allowing the delay to affect us. I've thought about you spending time with my family and I. So maybe you haven't moved into the state in your relationship where you're meeting each other's family, but they've thought about it. And so even though there is this aspect of delays and frustration, there's still so much potential, I feel, in the future of this connection. I have inner childhood wounds. I do feel like you as well have inner childhood wounds. That's part of the mirrored aspect of your relationship. And that is what contributes to this person's perhaps slow approach. And it's not even a slow approach. It's not being presented as a slow approach to me, but it may feel like a slow approach from the Divine Feminine. I am situating this karmic situation, and I do want commitment with you, but just not yet. This person that you are invested in or involved with definitely has confidence about where this is headed. I just feel like they want to make sure that they're taking each step very carefully. So let's take a look here and see. I'm going to ask Spirit, where is this connection headed for pile number 1, please? Now, please take the messages as they resonate, because I'm dealing with collective energy. Where is this connection headed, please? We have the 7 of Swords. The Justice. It's infinite possibilities, Spirit says, with the Justice. It's like, but we have to walk through the gateway to have the cause and effect of our actions. So there's very strong Libra energy here. We have the 3 of Swords coming out. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the High Priestess. We also have the Knight of Cups here. And underneath that Knight of Cups, we have the 6 of Wands coming out. What's interesting about this 3 of Swords, and I want to clarify that, because there's an aspect of heartbreak, of course, with the 3 of Swords. And you can see with the 7 of Swords, they're looking behind them. And it's really asking us to look forward. As soon as I put that card down, I thought we have to look forward, because we do have this doorway and this opportunity that's invested right this moment. And I feel the investment from the Divine Feminine very, very acutely. But because of that investment, it's almost like she is preparing her heart for, pain. Preparing her heart for this loss energy. But if we are looking on the horizon for that pain, that's what we're going to experience. We're going to experience that pain. And they are talking about confidence being our key to success and keeping a vulnerable heart space here. Because they're talking about how success can be available to us in this situation. But it will ultimately be a choice on whether or not we want to continue to invest. And they are insisting upon vulnerability. There's an aspect of this person kind of being too good to be true, so to speak. And that's an aspect of their own vulnerability, because you have a very sort of mirrored soul path with this person here. But we definitely see the potential for more growth. I feel like this is going to continue to expand. But Spirit is asking for the Divine Feminine here. Yeah, here's the 6 of Swords. transitions into clarity here, but you can see that they're stepping on these knives to get there, because there is an inability to commit coming from your person at this present moment. And so we do have some time delays to wait before we move into a full karmic cycle together. The Six of Pentacles is about reaping what we sow. And so they're really adamant. You can see that the finger is bleeding because they're pointing in one direction into the past. And so they really want us to be forward facing about maintaining a balance of energy that is abundant in mindset overall over everything else. Because the Queen of Swords, it's like all of this electricity that you feel. It's like all of the intensity of your emotion that you're investing at this situation could swallow us up. And Spirit does like the opportunity here. They feel like there's a lot of room for growth, but they do think that the Divine Feminine is going to be waiting for commitment. And so now that's your choice. Spirit says you have to move into the observant position and choose if you want to wait. They are encouraging you to continue to explore this investment to see which path you want to take, but there is possibilities for more. It's just going to be a very slow moving momentum towards commitments here. But this person is saying, you know, I want commitment with you. I want to keep building, just not quite yet. So they want to let go and let the universe sort of take its natural course here. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. Advice for pile number 1 about the connection on their mind that they are invested in right now. We have the Page of Swords. I think about sort of immature energy with the Page of Swords, and it could be coming in from the Divine Masculine here, which is creating that unreadiness or the inability to move forward right now. It's like it's almost like this person that you're dealing with is like afraid of, and this is just for one specific person watching, I think, but it's almost like they're afraid of a legal battle or something. It's like maybe they went through a legal battle and with a past ex or something, and that's what's creating this unreadiness to move forward at this moment. But there's this emotional sort of insecurity that's coming in that's contributing to them and their delays. So they just want to prepare you for that. It's not that there's not more opportunity to be had. They just don't want you to flood your expectations as far as timing and commitments at this connection. And if you want to continue to pursue it, they just want you to take it day by day. We have time. It's going to take time. We have a prescription and we have these pants. I often think of the sisterhood of traveling pants, to be honest. But there's also, it's really close. This heart is close to the root chakra and the sacral chakra. And I think about sexual energy and our fear of commitment based on our sense of stability or our sense of safety in past connections and past relationships. And so this connection, time will be the prescription for that weakness in the root chakra. That'll be sort of the root chakra for the Divine Feminine, the root chakra for this masculine energy. Time will be the prescription for that if we continue to invest. Here with the nickel, it's from 2015. And the beaver is a very family-oriented creature. I do think of May and the 5th of any month. So I think of Taurus energy. But they're really speaking about sort of digging into seeing things through to completion. We have the Tree of Life, which is a possibility when we keep investing and opening ourselves up in vulnerability. We have the Key with the heart. And I do feel like there are some sadness or some disappointment that your person and yourself have experienced in love in the past that have contributed to both your vulnerable heart and their kind of blocked heart chakra a little bit. Here's the stethoscope. I do think of hospital nursing connection as well. All right, my dears, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, please drop that comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I will be drawing that name this week, so be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can contact you if you're chosen the winner. You can check out my links for Etsy as well for a personal reading if you feel called to. But please come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to the white flower. Or to the green door, and this is your reading. The current connection that you are part of, how do they feel about you currently, and where is it going? Where is this connection headed? The green door says, nomad. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. So maybe you're just in the sort of communication phase. Maybe you haven't really moved into anything really serious with this person at this time. And Spirit's encouraging sort of a go for it attitude. So let's see, how is this person currently feeling about the current connection that you are a part of? How does the person feel about you at this time? Ace of Wands. That's a great place to start. Filled with infinite possibilities. The Five of Pentacles. How do they currently feel? The Six of Wands reversed. This person, the spark is very palpable between the two of you. They have a lack of confidence with what they're providing or what they have to offer. And I feel like it's almost like a lack of confidence with how they look or something. They don't have confidence with how they look or what they have to offer you, or whether or not you feel the same way in some regard, because this feels very fresh, very new with this Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it feels very, very new here. And the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse on the back of deck with the Knight of Cups. Your person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio at this time. And honestly, they're carrying a very heavy weight when it comes to what's going to happen in the future of this connection. It's like they're really concerned about this potential and where it could go. I want to just grab a different deck here to clarify, because it feels fresh, it feels new, and it's like it's testing their confidence to be able to react to opportunity with you instead of falling back into fear. We have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Emphasis on Libra. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Two of Wands, the Emperor, so Taurus energy. And it feels like it's in a flirtation phase. You could just be talking to this person online at this time. It feels like very flirtatious back and forth, and there's a mutual spark here. But there's something that creates a stubbornness in this person in this present moment to take this beyond the planning phase, and it happens to be their lack of confidence. It's kind of keeping them stagnant. It's kind of keeping them being passive when it comes to opening up their heart space to you, really pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. And that's why perhaps Spirit led you towards the green card, because it's asking for a nomadic leap. Don't crawl back and hide. This person doesn't know if they have your support, or if they have, there's something about perhaps financial energy of not thinking they have enough there, physical energy of thinking that they're not good at looking enough in some way, or an insecurity surrounding that, but not feeling like you like each other equally. But it's just all about that lack of confidence coming in. It almost feels like you guys are very different as far as culturally or something. It could be different races or different cultures, for instance, but you get along really well. Whatever communication cycle you're a part of, there's this friendship element of going out and having fun together, and they want that in the present. They want to get to know you better. They want to flirt more. They want to take you out, but they still have a lack of confidence. It's like they need a little bit of a help to move this out of just a flirtation sort of friends phase into something more emotionally invested. We have the Magician. And it does feel like you're in a talking phase with this person right now, because there's an emphasis on communication. And ultimately, I will say the Magician is all about control. And so there's a bit of a balance or an obstacle between our heart and our head here with your person, because their heart is propelling them forward, but their head is throwing at them so much lack of confidence. We have the King of Pentacles. Back of the deck here, we have the Fool. And I also feel like this person kind of differs from your type. They differ from your type, and so you're not really sure about where your investment lies here. And there's a reality here surrounding you and what you think is possible in the future of this connection. It's like you're not 100% sure that this is the person for you. And we have the Seven of Cups, we have the options. And so that could be where that Five of Pentacles is really coming in. It's like they feel like you are weighing out options. It's not just them and you communicating. It's you and them and you and someone else, or that they're worried that you're talking to other people, that they want to move into a commitment phase, or they want to move into more of a defined relationship with you, and they don't know if you are actually on that same trolley with them at this time, because they feel so insecure. And I feel like you're not 100% certain whether or not this is like your type of person. But there is sort of an opportunity here that Spirit really wants to highlight, and we're going to get there, but they do definitely want to highlight some sort of issue surrounding this opportunity. How do they currently feel about pile number 2, please? This current connection that pile 2 is a part of, how does this person currently feel? We have the Ghost coming out sideways. Now, what's contributing to this lack mindset could be ghosts from the past when it comes to this person. It's like haunted by insecurity, haunted by the unknown here. And the truth is that part of the reason why they're sort of insecure is because they think that you are way out of their league. This body energy with Sandra Cisternos is really talking about the physical attraction that you represent and their desire to explore in a very fiery sort of connection way here. We have the eye reversed because I don't think they're seeing the connection 100% clearly in their mind, but I also feel like you're not seeing this person as the option perhaps that they actually are in your life, because Spirit is encouraging you to perhaps take a leap of faith into the future of this connection as well. It's like there's an aspect about this person's companionship being very valuable to you. How do they currently feel, please? We have here transcending, wanting to move past obstacles, looking at things from a higher perspective. And this person does want more connection, but they feel like they have to work for it. It's like they want a deepening connection with you, but they feel like they have to work for it in some way. We have activation, number 36. And the truth is that they're intimidated by you. There's the swan. I think of the Queen of Swords. They're intimidated by you, but they're also recognizing the opportunity at hand, because this Four of Wands is not just any gateway. It's like pausing before we celebrate, pausing before we go into something more abundant, into something that gives me more confidence here. Back of the deck says flow, meandering pathway. And it doesn't require a rushed energy with the meandering flow. It just requires movement. Practical steps, baby steps towards their growth. And so this person, again, making plans, and they could be the ones who are making baby steps because they're feeling intimidated about your response or about your ability to meet them halfway in their feelings for you. So let's get a couple of message cards to see where their thoughts are today before we look at the future of the connection overall and see where is this connection headed. I just saw the Knight of Wands. They do want you in a physical sense. So if that hasn't happened, they want that. For sure. We have here, I'm getting over my fears, the Nine of Swords reversed, but they are overthinking a lot when it comes to you. This has taught me what pain really is. I do feel a real strong sense of jealousy with this person when it comes to you at this present moment, especially if you're talking to other people at this time too, or they think that you are. We have, I can't see past my own fears. I'm still chained to my past, and you deserve someone better than me. And there's the ghost. So I feel like there is some sort of ghost that hasn't been exorcised, a demon that hasn't been exorcised out of their life or out of their emotional realm. And it's really contributing to that lack of confidence and their readiness to kind of move forward. I'm still trying to make sense of all things and make sense of this connection. And I do feel it's almost like they're not ready to lead by example, because the King of Swords is only a support here to that Ace of Wands. And this King of Swords, I would feel more confident if he was up on the top tier of this reading, because then he would be kind of leading by his truth. This is far from being over. The 13 death energy. And it does really speak, oh, there's the 21, the world. This is far from being over because they see success. They see that there's so much possibility here, but they're going to have to push themselves and really take a leap of faith and a risk when it comes to you in order to gain the world here. And they're kind of worried about it. We have, I know you feel the same, but it was reversed. I feel like they don't feel confident that you feel the same way. So let's ask Spirit about the future of this connection. Where is this headed, please? Where is it going, this connection for pile number 2? We have the Fountain. This is an extra card in this deck here. We also have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Swords coming out. And the Fountain is kind of like the reflection card. It's like the Judgment energy, where we're reflecting upon imbalances so that we can have brand new beginnings. And they are indicating that this has the opportunity to kind of create a lot of growth. But they're also indicating that the Divine Feminine is the one who's going to say yay or nay to the future of this opportunity, because we do see it moving into a relationship here. And then we have the Chariot. I just saw the Three of Cups. I almost feel like it's going to be the Divine Feminine that leads things forward, or sort of is the leader, takes on the leadership role in the future of this connection, just in getting it moving along. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Seven of Coins and the Page of Swords. I feel like this could continue on for some time. I feel like you could move into a relationship that actually has longevity here. We're seeing a lot of patience associated here. We see investment. The Eight of Wands and the Chariot energy. I almost see you guys traveling together in the near future as well, after you're a part of this sort of couple energy. And so the Knight of Swords is encouraging movement towards relationships here. The Fountain is encouraging the Divine Feminine to perhaps reflect upon the limitations that this energy that you're involved with. It's like they have limitations that we need to decide if we're going to help them by leading by example, so to speak. So I feel like it will be the Divine Feminine that helps this person look past their own fears, helps them detach from the past, perhaps even through the fire realm, because they find you very physically attractive, because there's lots of fire in your future with this person too. And that could be the vessel or the vehicle that gets us to a deepening connection. So Spirit is encouraging you to take a leap now. They're encouraging you to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, because they do anticipate some delays coming in from the masculine energy if we leave it to their design, because they're kind of in there, they can't see past their own fears in this present moment, which means if they can't see past their own fears, then we might have to see past it for them and be their eyes in that moment. But there's lots of potential for the future of this connection. I see movement, I see growth, I see relationships forming, and for some, this relationship could go on for a couple of years. And then there's an aspect with the Seven of Pentacles about deciding where we want to take it from that point forward. It's like, it's really a card about direction and moving forward. Planting new seeds or continuing to invest in this connection. So I do feel it moving. If it's not already in a relationship format, and I don't feel like it is, it might just be talking right now, I feel like it's moving in that direction. But you may have to be the one that executes that true change here, because they're feeling limited. There's the Eight of Swords, there's the Nine of Cups, and the Magician. Now, again, the Magician is highlighting a communication cycle right now, but also asking us to kind of take the bull by the horns, so to speak, and it's like they're asking the Divine Feminine to do what the Divine Masculine can't do in this respect. Because this Nine of Cups is like, we can wish all day long, but if we don't apply the practical force, it just maintains in a wish realm and we don't actually hold it in our hand. And so they're encouraging somebody to take the bull by the horns. But only if you feel called to, of course. That's why they want you to know it's your choice and your decision, and they will walk down whatever path you choose. We do have the big bell, though, the announcement, and there's actually a card in there. I don't know if I can get it out. I might have to bend it. I'm going to have to bend it because I'm very curious what cards are in there. Ooh. You have the Five of Swords with the Four of Swords. There's a lot. Oh, there's another one in there. Oh my goodness. And there's a little stone. That's the bell portion of this bell. So we're going to close it back up. So in your bell, the announcement bell here, which they're encouraging us to kind of say something or take a leap of faith or really set down sort of a standard or a plan of action. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So if we leave it to this person, Spirit says we're going to be waiting because they're really overthinking here. So they're going to precipitate further delays if we leave it up to them. So we do have the lungs, and I think about expression. We have the slow hand saw, and I think of longevity and about slow weights. We have the Divine Feminine Starfish, and we have the Vine. I think about seeking out information that will help us. We have the Lock, the Divine Feminine as well here with the Apple of Temptation, and again, education. So there could be sort of a school element to this person or a career element to this person. We have the Crystal Ball, so crystal clear intentions, and we do have a little girl here in the bowl. So really having, I don't want to minimize the fact that Spirit asked the Divine Feminine to act and she has to be the one to tap into her strength. It's still hard, and they're really acknowledging that. It's like it's still hard to make that announcement, and they understand that you might delay it because you're going to get worried too, because it's not that you're made of stone. You're still, this emotional being. You're just trying to tap into that logic in order to get the ball rolling in a really good opportunity. But that is what I have for you today, pile 2. If it resonated with you, please drop that comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. Please hit your like button and your subscription button and your notification bell so that if you're chosen the winner, I can notify you and get the ball rolling. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for a personal reading or for Instagram. But I hope you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the pink flower, or to the blue card, and this is your reading. Your current connection that you're a part of, how do they currently feel about you, and where is this connection going? The blue card says, deeper, you are not yet finished, you're not yet done, dig deeper, the best is yet to come, hold on, hold on. So that could be a very positive reflection of where this connection is headed, but we're going to start with how does this person currently feel about you and this connection that you're a part of? How does the person on pile 3's mind currently feel about the connection that they are invested in? that they are a part of at this time. I just saw the Hierophant, Queen of Coins. There's almost something very protective about this person surrounding you. They value your experience. They think that you're very beautiful and attractive. They think you're really smart and capable, especially in the work realm for some reason. I don't know if there's a work connection here, but there's an aspect of you like being a, I don't want to say girl boss because it seems so cliche, but that's what I'm hearing. It's like they kind of look up to you almost in a sense. You're kind of up on this pedestal in their mind. We have the Tower. Now, the Tower doesn't have to represent destruction. In fact, at this particular tower, you can see there's no destruction, there's no lightning, there's just a lifeline. And so when you think about the Tower, it's like success that you build with effort, growth that we build with effort. And at the bottom of this tower are all of these vines reaching up. It's like I'm getting to know you more and more. And the more that I know, the more it's like I want this lifeline to get to that tower. It's like I want to go to the top with you, so to speak. But there is an aspect of you being difficult to reach, or it's like difficult to match your frequency because they kind of put you up on that pedestal a little bit. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords coming out here. And look, it's Cinderella's shoe. And it's coming out here in a sideways angle. Now, when I see the Seven of Swords, I do think about sort of not being 100% honest about how I'm feeling. And we're going to clarify these messages in a moment. Or not being 100% honest with you, especially about exactly what they're thinking, because I almost feel like this person has plans. Yeah, there's the King of Wands. Like they almost have plans, and there's something wishful about you. There's something almost too good to be true about you from this person's perspective here. Here's the Seven of Wands. And there's true love. Oh my goodness. There's this feeling here with the true love energy about not just physical attraction, but about a deeper deepening connection that this person wants to continue to invest in. Because even here with the Seven of Wands, it reminds me a lot of the Temperance because of the way that the street is winding, and it really emphasizes finding joy within the journey and enjoying the process of this connection, because they either want to tap into more physical energy with you, or they're already enjoying that at this time. And so there's like this light bulb that's gone off their head about reality and about where this could go, and about sort of knowing what they want, but feeling limited from being able to get to it now. It's almost like they feel hypnotized by you. Because Spirit just showed me even Jafar's staff here, and it's like the sense of being mesmerized by the opportunity and being mesmerized by the physical elements of this connection. But really enjoying the process. It's like, yes, there are obstacles to get to where we want, but enjoying the journey to get there. Because when I see this Queen, I think of the Queen of Wands, and we do have the King of Wands here as well. So this person is really connected to you. But then we have this Three of Swords, and we have a reality that's coming in. So let's take a look here and see what it is they are talking about when it comes to that reality. For someone watching, and this is not for everyone, because I'm dealing with collective energy, it's almost like they think your position gets in the way in some way. The Divine Feminine's position gets in the way from the plans that they have. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. And I will say the Ten of Swords here is not one of my main energies, but it is a support to the Tower energy. And it's somebody who has their ego transfixed upon something. But it's almost like they're afraid they're not going to get what they want. You have the Death energy. Now, part of the obstacles, Spirit says, could be other people here, or could be sort of even old attachments that there are still some residual energy clinging to us here. Because the Death energy, I'm looking at this little horse sitting in the center, and it's about changing directions and choosing which path I want to go in. And the Death energy connected to the reality of the situation, to the reality of the opportunity, is that maybe somebody in this connection isn't 100% available in the traditional sense, so to speak, when you first met, for instance, because they're emphasizing that they know that this could be the moment like a benchmark towards success in your connection. But it's like, I have to close out old attachments. I have to let go of old concerns and old energies. And I have to let everything in the past go, including my insecurity and my fear, my overwhelming energy, in order to precipitate change. Because there's an aspect of you being very unique and special, but them having to really push themselves out of their comfort zone to create the change. The Page of Wands. And they want to keep exploring with you, even if there's sort of secrecy surrounding that exploration. They want to keep doing that because they're making plans for more. We have the Tower, and there is the Tower that's on fire. Here's the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. It does feel like someone in this connection, even if, again, this reading is all about current connections that we're invested in, that we're involved in. You know, it's not necessarily a no contact situation, but it's about current investments that we're already involved in. But I still feel like there could be more people, more cooks in the kitchen than are needed, or there could be more people involved here than meets the eye, because they're talking about choices and decisions that they're making when it comes to you and this connection that they feel. And it might require them to close out an old cycle in order to continue this exploration in a state of clarity. But there is an aspect of like, when I choose this, I'm going to be creating permanent change. And so, and part of that permanent change, if I go forward with all of the desires of my heart here, like the Knight of Wands does, and he just emphasizes fire and emphasizes the moment and doesn't worry about the consequences, it could create heartbreak for somebody else, for instance. So there's an aspect of that surrounding this person's feelings for you at this moment, because they're almost conflicted about the next chapter and the reality of what has to happen. How do they currently feel, please? We have perspective. And you can see the spider coming down. It's like we weave our own destiny here. And she's reflecting a younger version of herself and holding on to this rose that has covered in thorns. And so even though it's like there's something about this person's or your position that we've invested in elsewhere, or that we've kind of made our bed and now we have to lie in it, there is still this aspect about reflecting to create change where we feel like we can, because there's an emphasis here on the 8 and the Ace of Swords, which is the 8 of Swords, which is a stuck energy coming from your person at this moment. But again, this could be a prison of their own design where they've entered into that willingly. And so now they just have to perform a reflection to clear out the obstacles, because they are anticipating that there's obstacles moving forward, but there's really a strong sense of planning coming in from this person. We have the wings, looking at things from a higher perspective. And we have the creature's paw, and I do see the other or the others in the creature's paw. So something that's dangerous that's coming in that could threaten us in some form of another person. So please take that as it resonates. But it feels like this person is making plans for your future. And part of these plans could mean closing out old cycles so that they can go and build a brand new foundation after that dust settles. Yeah, we have letting go, number 35. And I almost heard letting go and loving you, to embrace change, but having to put some effort in. And there could be an aspect of work element with this connection. And there could be an aspect of one of you being in the leadership role in that work realm. So please take that as it resonates. How do they currently feel, please? Enlightenment. 19 reversed, though. The 19 is the sun energy, and it's always positive. It's always abundant. But in the reverse, there's a delay in our clarity, in our gratification, or in our plans being executed. So that could be a part of that next chapter for you. But we do have new beginnings. Number 10, it was coming in reverse too, the daffodil fairy. And there's an emphasis on springtime, or we're coming into spring in a couple of months here. But again, I feel like it's going to come at the cost of some old chapter closing for this person or for you. And this old chapter, it might not be just people, it could be places or expectations of others in the work realm if there is that work connection. But I also do feel like there could be people involved here. So let's take a look here and see what their thoughts are when it comes to you. How do they currently feel, please, the person on pile 3's mind? And then we're going to look at the future of your connection and see where is it going. I still don't have all the answers, but I'm holding space for this connection. The 2 of Pentacles is somebody who's feeling imbalanced right now, but they know they're going to have to take action upon this connection eventually. It says we are wrong, or you are wrong. And when I see that card, I do think about somebody who feels guilty for their attraction in some way, Or it could be, again, this could be reversed and you feel that it's not wrong, or it's wrong to find somebody else attractive or to find each other attractive. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? I would do anything for you and I want a fresh start with you, but it's reversed. It's like, but there's going to be delays. It's like, I want this with you. And this person wants more with you, but they're like, but I can't right this moment, or there's something that I'm not being 100% honest about, or it's like I'm creating a frustrating delay here because I'm not confident I can execute the change right now. We have that light, and back of the deck is love me and I just want you all the time. And I do feel a very strong, intense connection here of attraction, of the lover's energy here. And it's not just physical energy, but it's definitely sort of being spearheaded by that physical energy. So let's take a look and see what the future holds in this connection. Where is this going? This connection for pile number 3, please. Where is pile 3's connection going? We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands with the Page of Cups, and it's reversed at this moment. Now, the Page of Cups is talking about new emotional starts that are available to us, but it's like we have this lack of confidence surrounding this new emotional beginning, or we have a lack of confidence in following our intuition to guide us, because they are indicating with the 5 of Pentacles that separation could be on the horizon, or that there's going to be, again, a practical loss associated with transition here in this connection. We have the 8 of Swords. Feeling like I can't move forward, the 7 of, so there will be obstacles in the future of your connection here. I don't feel like you guys will stop sort of communicating or seeing each other. I feel like that's going to maintain. And the 7 of Wands does not indicate here, does not indicate an insurmountable obstacle. It just indicates determination that we're going to have to power through in order to create change here, because they are saying that the future holds a lot of options, and they are indicating that we're going to be kind of pulled in different directions, or this person will be pulled in different directions about which options they want to execute, and we're going to have to clear up some confusion here. The Star energy with the 4 of Pentacles, I do feel like there's almost like an inability for one of you to commit at this time. I feel like we can't commit in this moment. And so the Star energy is all about vulnerability and having one foot on the land and one foot in the water, and sort of feeling imbalanced perhaps. But I feel like the connection is going to continue. I feel like the connection between the two of you is going to continue into the future, but I also feel that the obstacles maintained through that impulsive behavior, and I feel like there's a lot of choices that have to be made overall in the future too, when it comes to different directions, being pulled in different directions between people, places, and things. So it's going to continue, but there is an inability to commit in this present moment. And I feel like it's something very practical that needs to get worked out. We have the 4 of Swords already showing itself in the bowl here. When I see the 4 of Swords, I do think about the reality of the present 3D moment. The third party situation, perhaps, a stinging energy. It asks us to meditate so we can create solutions to overcome the obstacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Star reversed. Now we had the Star of Aquarius here. We also have a very heavy Gemini energy coming forward, Leo energy coming forward as well. And what's interesting here is that all these Knights are reversed, the Star is reversed, and even with the 4 of Swords, because we have to face the truth of our situation before we start making huge plans for the future here. And so with this slow momentum of the Knight of Pentacles reverse and this impulsive sexual energy with the Knight of Wands, sometimes he can face negative consequences if he continues to be impulsive in that way. And it's like there's a battle being worn between the desire and the practical. It's like my practical steps are battling with my desire in my mind, and this is creating a bit of a lack of direction in moving forward, but lots of options and a continuation of the connection itself. So there is a message about clearing out clutter to make space for growth, because yeah, there's this inability to commit with the 2 of Swords. I think of the 2 of Swords with the pair of scissors. And when we start to really address that lack of commitment, then we're going to be able to be empowered. We have 2, we have you versus you. We have the letter F, and it's connected to the butterfly. And so I think about transformation. I think about going inward to spark that transformation. We do have a carrot. I think of temptation and being lured. We have the High Priestess, and we also have the acorn, not the acorn, the pine cone. And then the pine cone is filled with potential. And there's a lot of nerves associated with having to make certain critical decisions, critical cuts when it comes to this connection, but it could be very well worth the effort. But we still may be in for a few challenges here until someone is ready to execute that change. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, your like button. It helps me to bring you guys more content. And if you do drop that comment, I'll be able to enter you for the chance to win the free reading. And I'll be able to notify you if you're chosen the winner. So be sure to do that as well. But I do hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a great day.